Hey guys, Fahrenheit here, bringing you episode 4 of our Valkyria Chronicles playthrough. In the last episode, we attempted to escape Brule, but ended up obliterating the attacking force with our newly discovered tank that was in our barn. And then a baby was born in it. It was a different time. In today's episode, it looks like we really will be leaving Brule.
Two hours after the first shots were fired, Brule was under Imperial control. Though a mere skirmish by Empire standards, the raid on Brule would mark Welkin Gunther's first taste of battle and begin his rise to a Gallian hero.
Alicia.
I thought I would be ready for this. I knew war meant this might happen. It hurts. Seeing my town overrun like this, seeing all those people killed, it's just not right. How could all this happen? It isn't human, Welkin.
We look at those birds and see how wild and free they are. But they all have their own territories. If anything threatens their home, they'll risk their lives to defend it. People are animals too. We do what we have to, when we have to. Animals are in a constant struggle to stay alive, but I've also seen them help each other, almost like they were cooperating in order to survive.
Cooperating?
That's why I'm so into studying natural science. That coexistence. I want to know how it works. If we could figure that out, mankind could put it to use for our own survival. That's why I want to be a teacher, so that I can pass that knowledge on to the children. I mean, even if we can't completely eliminate war, at least we might learn to live together as one people.
You think so?
Welks, look. Martha fell asleep, so that makes me the babysitter. See, Alicia?
Oh, he's adorable.
Just like you said, even in war, new life happens all around us. Come here. Look, that's your hometown.
It's on fire!
Someday, we'll come back home again.
Yes. Someday soon. I know it.
Chapter 3: Vassal Urban Warfare.
Okay. Let's see what happens to us now. Where are we going?
In March of 1935, the Empire began its invasion across Gallia's eastern border. Maximilian, commander of the Gallian invasion front, built his army around mobile armor. Ghirlandaio and the other fortresses along the border fell to his tanks in quick succession. Brule's fall in under 2 hours was typical of villages in the Empire's path, and the road to the capital bore a steady flow of refugees.
I really hope they didn't take all that quickly.
Randgries, Gallia's capital, a town secure and stable since ancient times. Within its walls stood the castle Randgries, and within its unicorn spire resided Cordelia, Gallia's princess. Supporting Gallia's policy of neutrality was a system of universal conscription. Under it, all schools required military training each year. In the event of a war, citizens were then drafted into the militia to defend their country.
I'm not really a citizen. I have a tank. I feel like that makes
As
me
the
better.
conflict with the East grew worse, both Welkin and Alicia found themselves no exceptions to that fate.
So these are my new digs. Oh, my uniform. I should get changed before reporting in. Better get ready now. Flares, binoculars, a compass, and a map. Everything you need for a nice hike. Or combat.
Welkin? Can I come in?
Sure, it's open.
Oh, you're already changed too. Let's see. Not bad, not bad. You look good, actually.
Oh, thanks.
So, how about me? Do I look all right in this? Convincing?
Let's take a look. Yeah, you look fine. You wear it like a pro.
Really? You're not just saying that?
Of course not. You look tough. I like it.
Oh, good. I was worried it looked kind of silly.
No way. That plating on the back, it's like a coleopterate exoskeleton. Beetle-tastic.
Colio what? And did you just say beetle? Welkin? What kind of girl wants to hear that she looks like a bug?
Huh? Not just any bug. A rhinoceros beetle, king of the insects.
Uh-huh. I guess I'll just try to take that as a very Welkin sort of compliment.
Tell me about that scarf. You've been wearing it since I met you.
Oh, this? It's part of my uniform from the bakery.
Is that right?
I don't want to forget the time I spent busting my buns baking. I plan to keep wearing it until I can get back to manning the ovens again.
That's great. Once you do, I'll be first in line to get some of that bread.
Is that a promise? Well, I'll be sure to have plenty of it ready and waiting for you.
Absolutely. Hey, if you're ready, we should probably go see the captain now.
Ooh, the captain. Meeting the captain. Squad 7 is born. I guess I'm Squad 7.
Come in. Excuse me, ma'am. Galleon Militia Enlistee Welkin Gunther, reporting for duty.
Ma'am, Galleon Militia Enlistee Alicia Melchiot, also reporting for duty.
I'm Captain Eleanor Varrot, commander of this regiment. Gunther, you're promoted to lieutenant. You'll be leader of Squad 7 now.
Ma'am!
Enlistee Melchiot, you're promoted to sergeant. You'll be under the lieutenant's command. Understood?
Ma'am!
What do you know? It is you. Nice coincidence, huh, Welkin?
Valdio? I had no idea that you'd enlisted.
Yep. Now that there's a real war going on, I joined up. Pretty much all the officer and training boys are here just like you.
You know each other.
Yes, ma'am. We knew each other at university. Welcome was in science and I was in archaeology. And just look at us now. No archaeology or science. Looks like the two of us are studying more, I guess.
Looks that way. It's good to see you.
And you.
That'll be all for now. There's a strategy briefing later today, but you still have time. Time for you to catch up. You'll be spending a lot of time on the post and in Randbreeze. They'll be your new home, so get to know them. That'll be all. Report back in time for the briefing. Until then, you're dismissed.
Okay, what do we got here? I got squad barracks, commander, training, R&D, and book mode. Alright, well, what's in squad barracks? I guess this is my team. Oh, Welkin. I'm a tank, apparently. Alicia. She's a scout. Rosie. Even though apparently her name is Bridget. She's a shock trooper. I got Largo. A Lancer. Didn't know if he knows that this is a war with guns, but I'm sure his pointy stick will do something. Okay, well, that's cool, I guess. I know who's on my team now. It's in the command room. Ooh, what's going on?
It's good to see you doing the rounds. Welcome.
Well, thank you. I'm actually lost. I don't know where I'm going.
This is the command room. Use it to structure your squad.
Didn't I just see
You will have access to both drafted and volunteer recruits. Now that I think of it, Squad 7 is still short on soldiers, isn't it? I'll explain how this works. This is the master list. The recruits have all been assigned classes based on their talents. I should probably touch on the 5 classes, just so we're clear. First off, you have the scouts. Just like the name suggests, they'll be your eyes. Their best asset is their mobility. They can go out, collect intel, then make it back safely. That, and a keen eye for enemies. A good scout can spot a man in tall grass from 100 yards. That comes at the price of firepower. Their job is spotting enemies, not taking them out. Next up, the shock trooper. They're the ones to break through enemy lines and clean up. They offer excellent offense and defense. As far as combat goes, they're as good as it gets. While they lack any specialized techniques, they also don't have any obvious shortcomings. Think of them as the least finicky unit in your squad, Lieutenant. After them, we have Lancers, then anti-tank units. They're critical when facing armored targets.
Can I take it back, Largo? Your pointy stick is going to be very useful.
Their purpose is pretty self-explanatory. In most cases, they're the only way to stop a tank. They're also well shielded from explosives, which conveniently includes tank mortars.
Okay, I don't know how that uniform stops tank mortars, but I'm on board.
Sadly, they're slow and weak to gunfire. Their limited ammo could also be called a drawback.
So wait, that armor can stop a tank mortar, but it can't stop bullets. Huh. Okay, sure.
Changing gears, we have the engineers. They handle supplies and perform combat support. They can restock other units' ammunitions, treat the wounded, even repair tanks on site. They can place sandbags for cover, disarm mines, repair towers, you name it.
Ooh, okay, they're useful.
Their actual combat skills are very low. Think of them as combat facilitators. Lastly, we have the snipers. They can shoot down targets from a considerable distance. You won't find better soldiers for marksmanship and range. They can hit targets I can barely see.
You also wear glasses, so that might not be saying much.
Sniping rifles also come with scopes that work to augment a sniper's natural eyesight. Drawbacks include low mobility and defense. If the enemy gets them alone, they're done for. That should cover the basics. Go ahead and put a squad together now. There's room for 20, and you can swap units at any time.
Okay. So we got Ted here. What is this? Meddler? Can I get my cursor over there so I know what these do? Really wish I could. What is country bred, bad luck, and madre? Oh, okay, there we go. So let's start with each one. So let's start here and see. Is there any difference between health? Okay, there is differences between health. And we've got likes and dislikes. So Ted has the most HP. Metal allergic. Proximity to metals causes an acute reaction that leads to a steady drain of HP. Okay, I don't... metals. Okay. He shoots better when women are around him. And he fancies men. So basically, it doesn't matter who Ted is with, he would do good. So then he likes Melville, Nancy, and Cherry. And we got Montley. What's he got here? He likes standing in grassy fields. And he is very afraid of lancers. Okay, and we got Nosy. Okay, I don't think this is going to be very exciting. I'm going to read up on all of my options here and make a team, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have spent some time. I have a team together, and we will see them out in the field later on. There was nothing really special. I just tried to avoid certain perks that cause decreases in accuracy all the time, or bad back was a bad one because we want to use cover as much as possible. But other than that, we have our team. We're ready to go again. So let's check out the training field.
Welcome to your worst nightmare. I'm the guy who's gonna whip you lazy blobs into shape. Still, I can't work miracles here. No amount of drilling beats real combat experience. I want you all to go out there, kick some imp tail, and then show me what you learned. I will train that experience into something you can actually use. Level you bums up. But don't go trying to hog all the glory. A squad's a team, and we got no need for stars. You will train as a class and level up by class. Scout level 2, Scout level 3. You get it? When the scouts level up, that means each and every one of them goes up that level. You hear me, maggots? Any of you think he's better than the rest of the team, go home now! All right, now I'll show you lowlives how this whole thing actually works. It ain't complicated. First you go out there and fight, then divvy up that experience here. Once the experience you cram into a soldier class clears a set amount, it'll level up. Picking which class to level up and when is your job as the squad leader. Now give it a go.
Okay, sir.
Train all you want. I've got all day.
Okay, so we have our different classes here. The scout, I would like to get upgraded right away because we gotta know where the enemy is. That makes sense. With that information, we can plan our next move. I haven't had the opportunity to use any of these other classes. I don't know how useful they're gonna be, so I really don't want to spend too many points in them until we know. They did say that the shock trooper was probably the easiest and kind of the most normal troop to use, so we will probably level that one up too, just because we are going to be using them. I don't know about the lancers because we have a tank, so I'll have to see how much they do. You know what, we have the experience. Let's just give each one a level and see if it gives anything here. Yes, let's do that.
You're better than this. Push those limits.
Push it to the limit. Okay, everybody levels up once.
Good work, maggots. You're one level closer to human. Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the Lancers.
Okay, what do we get?
Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the Snipers.
It didn't tell us. I see that potential info up there. I probably should have hit this. Ooh, no. Does this not tell me what I get? So I have no idea actually what I get from each one of these things. Okay, so like I said before, I'm going to level up the scout again. And that's going to be it for leveling up.
Bite the bullet! No pain, no gain! Good work, maggots!
Yes. Okay. I think that's where we're gonna leave it for that.
Got it? That's how training by class works. Now get out there and rack up some experience. Oh, and there's one more thing to add. Sometimes leveling up a unit class will unlock a hidden potential in them. You can think of potentials as the natural abilities your soldiers have inside them. Those abilities will form a big part of your strength in the field, so keep them in mind. Other times, leveling up a class will earn you clearance for a new order. Here, as long as we're talking about it, I'll teach you a classic, a real golden oldie.
Evade boost. This order raises one ally's evasion skills. Okay.
Orders are special commands you can give out as the squad leader. They can save your tail. It doesn't take a genius to see that leveling up your soldiers is the best way to beef up your squad. The soldiers will get stronger, and you just might unlock new potentials and orders. All that just from me working you sorry bums into the dirt. I just hope you maggots are ready for a real workout the next time I see you here.
You're in my bubble space, man. Just back up a little bit. Okay, so that's the transfer. What do we got in R&D? Research and development.
Welcome to R&D, man. What can I do you for? Huh? Wait, I know that insignia. You're Lieutenant Gunther, aren't you? I knew it! Man, I've heard about you. That evacuation at Brule was just... wow! Protecting a tiny life in the middle of all that slaughter? Man! Oh, Lieutenant, you're good people. You get all my respect and then some, bro.
What's going on, Leon? I could hear you from clear across the hangar.
Oh, Casey, check it out! It's Lieutenant Gunther! He's the man!
Sorry about him, Lieutenant. He's like this all the time, I'm afraid. But where are my manners? I'm Kreese Cherney. I'm training here as a mechanic.
Oh, and I'm Leon Schmidt, but just call me Leon, bro. I'm your boy.
So, Lieutenant Gunther, what brings you down to R&D today? We do work here on weapons development, making upgraded weapons and equipment.
And that includes rifles and machine guns. We can even soup up your tank. Of course, research expenses aren't cheap.
With rifles and other firearms, we'll mass produce new models as they're developed. You won't have to worry about making enough for your squad. We'll outfit them.
For tanks, you can upgrade the baseline performance of the body itself, or develop optional parts that you can add on to tweak out its specs.
Right. You can choose which optional parts you want in the tank equipment section. Come in anytime and make adjustments based on the needs of the operation at hand.
Okay, inform partner. Favorite attack or defense. Okay, so I can modify my tank, is what I'm getting from this. Hit the optional parts. The best for your. Okay, let us develop some weapons then. Uniforms, blast suits. Okay, so what do we got here? Rifles. These are used by the scouts. Machine guns are the shock troopers. These are the lancers. Snipers. Grenades. Uniform upgrade. Okay, so I feel like having a good defense will be very useful, so I'm gonna pick this one up.
Whew, it's done! This one's perfect, bro.
Okay, and I'm assuming I can get one here too. Yep, so let's get that one too. And I'm just gonna skip that because he's obviously just gonna say whatever. So, we are gonna be using our scouts, so having them be able to actually hit something will be good. I guess I'm just gonna see if I can do them all, because it kind of looks that way. Firepower boost. 4. Snipers. Yeah, we probably should have accuracy for sniper rifles. Makes sense. down here? Oh my goodness. We have a lot of upgrades to go through. Okay, what else we got? Nothing for grenades, and we did these ones. Perfect, so let us go to the Edelweiss then. Let's check out our tank. So for body enhancement, we can reinforce the barrel, which means we can shoot farther. Reinforce the armor, so we get better frontal armor. Well, the tank ones are expensive. We can get better treads, so upgrade our tread HP. We can get crit defense. We can get better accuracy. I do like that. Attack support. Okay, so this must be everything. So better accuracy. I like that idea. Okay, now let's just put it there. Range 200, so better accuracy, more range sounds good. Frontal armor. Better body defense. Let's go for the range. And that one isn't special. So these are always on and the other ones are not. So if it has block size, it's going to be in that little cube. Okay, well, good to know now. So that's all of us upgraded. We got the squad.
We're working here around the clock to make possible tomorrow what's out of reach today. Come again a little later. We'll do our best to have something useful for you by then.
I guess we don't have a lot of money in this country because we're upgrading the military with our own funds that we make from the country. Ah, loophole.
Yeah, you better come back soon, bro. I am all fired up to work on stuff for you.
Okay, and finally book mode, I'm assuming just takes us back to the actual book itself. Okay, headquarters is now available. What's this? Use train troops. Okay, so that's where we were just at. That makes sense. So that's just gonna be our upgrade and changing our squad. Perfect. Well, guys, I think that's where we're gonna call it for this episode. In this episode, we got our squad set up. We escaped Brule, and we got our weaponry upgraded and ready to go, as well as upgrading our actual soldiers themselves. I know there wasn't any actual action in this video. It seems like that's going to be coming in the next episode. I see a bridge, so it's going to be, it looks like a battle of the bridge. Alright guys, I've been Pharaoh Knight. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys later.